let's step into the general nonsense for this month's episode of Listen to This. Dust jackets. If you're new here, welcome. Every month I'll drop a wild news story from all my years of working in retail. Names and other identifiers have been changed so that everyone may remain anonymous. All terrible customers will be referred to as Karen. On with the show. Here at the General Nonsense Store, we discuss what it's like to work in retail day in and day out. And well, I have a doozy of a story for you this month. Holiday crazy had finally set in on all the shoppers. This story takes place during the Christmas crazy, when all the customers suddenly forget they're dealing with real, actual people. You know those retail workers? Yeah, they're human. Try to keep that in mind as you shop. They don't like being screamed at for things beyond their control, which is what happened on this fine day at the General Nonsense. A coworker of mine, Stacy, was approached by a customer looking for some help regarding a title we have on display. It's been given an award, an official stamp of nonsense from our company, meaning now there's two versions of the title. A General Nonsense exclusive and a regular version. And Karen, well, she started the exchange off pretty normally by asking what the hell the difference was. I mean, she didn't ask it like that, but that was the sentiment. Because, well, the difference isn't always obvious. In fact, the difference is almost never obvious. Now, Stacy here, she didn't know beyond the obvious, which is one is a different color than the other. So she clarified. It can be different from title to title. Sometimes they have sneak peeks for the next one in the series. Sometimes it's literally just a color difference. Other times there's bonus content too, like a map or a poster or something. In order to know, Stacy had to take a closer look at these books. And it was never established what the difference was because, well, this is when Karen flips the switch and goes full Karen for no reason on Stacy. She starts in demanding, not asking anymore, demanding to know why the book has a dust jacket. A dust jacket. Because that's how hardcovers usually come, Karen. That's what I would have wanted to say. Except, Stacy's a much better person than I am, so she bit her tongue. I'm assuming it was very hard. And answered, well, that's just how it is. Karen told her it was ridiculous that a children's book has a dust jacket when the child will just lose it in 5 seconds, and she shouldn't have to deal with the dust jacket or pay for it. How lovely. Now let me tell you something, and I want you to listen carefully. If you ever feel the urge to do this to a retail employee, know from the very bottom of our hearts, we don't care. Like at all. We'll fake it. But you'll be a story like this as soon as you're gone. So then Karen goes on to say she wants the dust jacket removed and she doesn't want to pay for it. Stacy suggests taking it off and keeping it somewhere safe before giving it to the child, which is a pretty fucking amazing thought gifted to you by someone who probably doesn't give a shit. But no! Karen just doesn't want the dust jacket to exist. To have to deal with it. To pay for it. And I'm pretty sure that's what it all boils down to. Money. I want to get something for nothing because I am special and I deserve it. And whatever else these people think. That they get something just because they believe they are special. Newsflash, you're not. The book will be the same price regardless of the dust jacket. In fact, if you keep bothering me, I'm going to scan the book twice. I mean, I wouldn't. I would like to. It's what I like to imagine when it comes to these people. But I wouldn't. I am a professional. Eventually, Karen walks away, leaving Stacy alone, and another coworker overheard the exchange and commented that that was crazy. And they chatted about what just happened. Mind you, Nothing, they said, would spark the lady's rage when she somehow overhears them talking about the situation, sparking her return with another book that is apparently, according to Karen, published by the very same publisher, but without a dust jacket, and cover art right on the book itself. It's a special edition, Karen. One not typically sold, but it's attached to a popular movie that has recently come out, and well, it gets special treatment. Unlike the other book. So, points for knowing absolutely nothing about what you're asking for, Karen. And then Karen declares that Stacy is the one making the issue out of things because she was talking about her after she walked away. And she's not understanding what she wants Stacy to do. To which Stacy tries to clarify what Karen's actually asking her for. I'm here at this point in this story. I have arrived. And I overhear some of this conversation, which basically goes like the adults in a Charlie Brown special. Wah, 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 wah. Just utter nonsense from Karen. Just complete nonsense. And not the good kind of nonsense we get here at the General Nonsense. This is Karen nonsense. Karen, who keeps demanding that Stacy call the publisher to explain to them why they shouldn't have dust jackets on children's books. Which, let me tell you something. If you call a major corporation about a small, ridiculous issue, they're promptly filing that in the trash. The person on the other end of the phone, if they even pick up, isn't even listening to you. Lady, get a grip. The publisher doesn't care. We don't care. We don't care. We work in a store like this, getting yelled at by people like you. No one cares what we think. And we have nothing to do with those decisions. If we made those decisions, we wouldn't deal with people like you on a daily basis. We'd be sitting in a cushy office somewhere with a great ability to ignore you. Unlike us, in reality, who have to listen to you complain. I mean, you can feel free to call them yourself, the publisher. But that's not our job to tell a major publisher how to publish their books. Nor is it in my job description here at the General Nonsense. So just maybe go away. Karen then flips out, declaring that Stacy isn't understanding her and that she's the problem and this is not too much to ask for. My goodness. Well, storming off. Well, geez, lady. It's nothing to get this upset over either, but somehow, you've managed to work yourself into a rage. So, maybe you're the problem here. Not Stacy. Just saying. Stacy, confused and annoyed about being berated for trying to explain something that is not within our control, flips her shit. And I mean that. She threw up her hands, looking at me and the other managers, asking what she could have done to explain it better. There's nothing. Nothing, Stacy. I don't know. There's nothing. My answer is nothing. Nothing could have made a woman who had already made up her little Karen mind about your lack of help could have made her understand. She wanted what she wanted, and she wanted it right now. And how dare you not comply? I mean, you don't know who that Karen is? No one, absolutely no one. Just a thorn in our side during the already super stressful holiday season. Don't be this Karen. Don't. Be better. Treat the staff at the next store you go to with some care and some respect and some dignity. Thank you for listening. Until next month, spread the love and listen on.